Don't be afraid to experiment. Follow a lot of other artists, but don't copy them. And expose yourself to every type of media you can, or medium, I should say. Every type of medium. Learn to experiment and kind of push your own boundaries. That way you can find your own way through your own art style. I hope they take away that some of the antiquated notions of our people are outdated, but also that we're also a people that are expanding within our own culture, that we can be different things, just like anybody else, any other society. We expand, we learn from everybody, and we can teach others about our ways. So we're not kind of pigeonholed into this one specific, this is our culture and that's it. There's nothing else. Yeah, and that's what I like about doing a piece like this, is that they gave me the freedom to include anybody in this that had a high place of honor in our community. Well, for us, that means many different things to be held in high regard in a community. It can mean you're doing certain things this way, or else you are a physical leader, like a chief, a counselor, things like that. Or else you're just like my Uncle George, who's an artist. So yeah, we're definitely expanding, and I hope people take that from the show. The women there, they are the heart of the community. Without them, the community would not be anywhere near what it is now, in any way, shape, or form. It starts with the family, the mother, aunts, grandmothers, passing on stories, traditions, discipline, all those types of things. And honestly, it's a shame that I wasn't able to include more women in this exhibition. If possible, I would like to do one where it's just women, because they play such a huge role in our communities, definitely. Exhilarating, nerve-wracking, and very humbling, quite honestly. I was very humbled when MJ had called me and messaged me on Facebook and said she wanted to do a show with me. And if she had done that, say, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I would have said no, because I wasn't mentally prepared. And I would have been like, no, I can't do it. I won't be able to provide what you need. But thankfully, I've worked on myself and my art, and I'm at a level where I'm more than comfortable. I'm quite proud of the pieces I do now. To teach them that art isn't one thing or another. Simply because we are Native does not mean we simply have to do Native art. That's one thing I hope to take away from this too, is that I will just be known as an artist who happens to be Native, not a Native artist. Because that kind of is just a whole other can of worms that we don't want to get into. For now, it's my main focus, just because I like the complexity of the expressions and the details of every individual person. Because not all people are the same, and you can tell that. Like, details in one person's face is different from another, and that's why I keep doing portraits, is because it's always different. As opposed to animals, I'd hate to say this, but because people love animals, but a horse will always look like a horse. It's just quite basic with animals. And there are little things that delineate a person's pet or whatever for animals, but the complexity of a human face is so much more challenging. And that's why I like doing it, is knowing that I've conquered one of the hardest things to capture.